Hi, and on this episode I'm going to show you how I clean my Nexus 220. Well, it's been converted from 200 to a 220. Hopefully this video might help you in regards to, well, it's the way I clean my Nexus. Obviously everybody knows how to do the inners and that, but it just hopefully it's a helpful video for some people. So yeah, I'll crack on with the video. I'll speak to you guys in a bit. What I'll do is I'll just take you over and show you the process of how I clean my Nexus. Because I've left it a little bit longer for the purpose of this video, because I normally clean it out twice a week, but I've left this a week just so that you can see it a little bit more. So what I'll do is I'll put you at the side of me. So what I'm doing here is I'm just turning the pump off, turning the slide valve off, and because I've got the Devon coin Nexus stopper, so bang that in. I turn the air off to the outer ring, as you can tell. Get my cleaning tube, put that in, give it a nice tight turn, and then let the Nexus boil away. Like I said, I've left it deliberately a little bit longer so you could see how good these Nexus filters actually are. But I've got a smallest leak on the stop valve, so on the valve, so that's why the water's a little bit lower. So I haven't managed to sort it out yet. It's only a very small drop, so all I do, and it only does it when I'm on the clean cycle. So I'll just get a bit of pond water and I'll top it back up. Like I said, this is how much it's caught in 7 days. Because normally, like I say, I'll do this twice a week, make sure that everything's good, or sometimes, depending on how much I feed, I might do it 3 times a week. So I shall catch up with you when I'm on the next process. Like I say, I'm gonna, because I haven't set the waste up properly yet, I'm just gonna go and use the hose, so it's gonna get a little bit loud, but all I'll do is I'll speed this up, and then yeah. And obviously with it being a pond vac, it fills up to the top, and then it's got a switch on it which then kicks it off, and then you hear it bleeping, it's going to go again. Hopefully you can still hear me. I get an old trusty handle, because the back can't get in between, but the brush can. You probably didn't even see the brush then, but if there is any muck or crud stuck at the bottom, by using a brush you'll be able to clear most of it. And something else that I do is to give it a bit of a back flush. I take centre out just enough to give it a back flush, so then I can then dump. I know it's set a little bit higher up, but what I've done is I've put into consideration that my valve's got a smallish leak, so that will drop a little bit, but as you can tell with the second clean how much cleaner it is. I do this about 3 times until then the inner ring here is all nice and near enough clear, or practically clear. And that normally takes about 3 to 4 boils to do that, and then I'll take you through what I do. As you can tell now, sorry about the voice, but as you can tell now, it's quite clear on the outer ring now, well, inner ring should I say, on the nexus. So that's the 3rd boil. So after the 3rd boil, I know that the media inside the inner, there we are, is nice and clean, ready for when I do it again, probably on the Friday. But then when this is all done, well, while it's boiling away, I'll try, if I can. Oh, if I can show you the outer chamber and what I do with it, because what I do is to move that out of the way. It's just a cleaning brush. Is I move the media out of the way. And I'll have a look in the media, well, have a look at the bottom through the media to see how clean it is at the bottom. To be fair, it is quite to be fair, it is quite clean this time round. What I do once a week is I look through here, and then if I see any muck or debris or anything that doesn't look right in the outer chamber, well, I'll just take you through it now. Is I drain the outer chamber, I open the valve, stick, because I've only got the vacuum, stick the vacuum on the end, clean out a full one of that, and then you'll have to excuse the vacuum noise, but I'm just going to show you what I do now, because I'm just about to open the outer tap for my Nexus. And the reason I do that is if there is any, well, I might have already said it, but if there is any muck settled to the bottom, because with it being a moving bed, it's trying to push all the crap underneath the airline eventually, because it'll obviously go up and then back down. Why am I trying to do my hand? But that's the general idea, so that it'll push the crap below your airline and closer to the outlet for your waste outlet. So I always do that, and then obviously if you had it plumb to waste, then you can just open your tap and let it go. But like I said earlier, I've only got the pond back, so I open up a decent sized gap, and then just start going around with the hose a bit and leave the hose at the bottom. Because what I've got set up for the return to the pond, that's just out of shot over there, is I have 3 bits of jack matting, because it was a Nexus 200 converted to a 220, and we couldn't get the right pipe work, or there was something anyway that you couldn't get for me, so I'll put 3 bits of jack matting in for you instead. So I'm like, right, okay, not a problem. So I'll just drain this and I'll show you the inner when it's all drained. I don't know how well this is going to pick it up, but this is why I cleaned this outer. I don't know if it's going to pick it, I'll have to look when I edit. But right down in there, there's like a little shelf. See if I can zoom a bit more. There's a little shelf where them bits are down there, and there's actually a bit of muck sat in there as well. So I do this once every 2 weeks in summer, just to make sure none of the muck is actually sat too far in there. Hopefully the camera's picked that up, but I don't know till I edit. But yeah, I'll keep on cleaning and then I shall show you the next bits I do. You'll have to excuse the boards, but I'm just going to show you the jack matting. I know this ain't how everyone Nexus is set up, but I'm just showing you how mine's set up and how I clean it. And yeah, look at this jack matting. And bear in mind, this is only 1 week. Can you see that? Hopefully you can see all the muck trapped there. Look at the back side of it, and that's after a week. So yeah, I think the outer is going to get cleaned a little bit more often so I can get to them. But it just shows you how much is going through your moving bed and then returning back to the pond. So it might be something nice. Might be worth having a look at your outer moving beds on an Nexus. It might be worth having a look at it, because this is awful. Look at that. I know there should be other stuff there, but I've only got the jack matting. But this is how much is still going through the moving bed. And then I'll just take you to where they were. If my phone will come out to hold it, I'll try and go over nice and steady so the camera don't jerk too much. But yeah, look at inside there. And that's after 1 week. So yeah, I would recommend at least dropping your outer and having a look. Even if you only clean it once every 2 weeks, trying to get on top of all this bad muck that was going through and returning back to the pond. Not good. But yeah, that's after 1 week. So I'll get all this cleaned up and I'll get back to you shortly. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video of me cleaning the Nexus and a few things that we found out about the outer chamber of the moving bed of the Nexus. It's like I said, everybody's Nexuses probably are slightly different when they're second hand, or might not be, I don't know. I'm only going off of the one I've got. I'm not having a, you know, having a go here out, because they are brilliant bits of kit. I wouldn't be without it. So yeah, I think that sort of wraps it up for me. But just always just have a, you know, like I did on videos, just move your media just about a bit and have a look at the bottom, see how much muck or debris is in there. And obviously opening that valve tap might work for you, but on mine you've seen it with the state of the jack matting. Obviously that's only what I've got in mine, and I know it's probably not the right bit, but still, it just shows you how much muck is going through the moving bed and maybe returning to the pond. but they are great bits of kit, and I'm not slating off EA or anything like that. So yeah, on that note guys, you all take care, keep calm, keep quiet, and I'll catch you lot on the next one.